Hello. Am I here? Am I live? Am I ready? Yes. How are you all doing? Hello, Paul Blart Mallcop, Sarcastic J, Musy, G, Mr. Ranger Lab, welcome in. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mr. Ranger Lab. Thank you. Aye, so yeah, we've got a few questions already, which is nice. Hello, Wales calling. Taki Da, Popty Ping. How are you, Venus? Welcome in. Um, so, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Bit of the old Q and A's. Bit of the old Q and A's. Yeah, it's sunny here too. It's quite it's not that humid for a change actually, which is lovely. Hello Doris, welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of tidying up today because I've had like I bought a new bin. I know, amazing. I know, right? I bought a new bin. Hello, Julia. Welcome in. Hello, love. Welcome in. Um, over 2K. I know, right? It's mad, isn't it? Mad. Hello, Patsy. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hello, Grateful Life. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hello, Stairs. Welcome in. Good to see you. Anywhere but here. Hello. Welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, your question's here. It's on another page for me. So yeah, just want to say hello. I put slow mode on 5 seconds, so yeah, I think I've sorted it out. I changed it before I went live. But thanks, love. So yeah, like I say, I did a bit of cleaning today and got rid of a few boxes and stuff like that. Hello, Michelle. Welcome in. Good to see you. I know, right? Sunday live made. Ab Fab Girl. Oh yes. Welcome in, Speedy. Okay. So let's have a look. So the first question is from Paul Blart Mallcop, and they ask, "What is your favourite thing to do on a lazy Sunday morning?" Well, I must say it used to be staying in until 11 o'clock in the morning, but now I tend to wake up between 7 and 8, have my coffee, do a little bit of writing, look out at the sunshine, and then record my YouTube video for the day. That's pretty much my Sunday morning in a nutshell, you know. So yeah, I'm not a very exciting person, I'm afraid. But then again, you did ask what I do on a lazy Sunday morning, so that's fair. Hello, Kat. Welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you'll make it to 10,000 soon. You never know. Maybe. Fingers crossed, eh? Hello, Dove. Welcome in. Good to see you. I enjoy your morning videos so much. Thank you so much, Patty. I appreciate it. I enjoy making them too. Okay. Uh, Musy, Musy asks, how did you fall down the rabbit hole of Gaul World? And did you think that your personal knowledge would help any of the key players in the genre improve? Well, it was I think the first person in Gorewell I encountered was Foodie Beauty via um, a compilation person called KTW, and she was doing like she was showing Foodie Beauty eating basically, and Foodie Beauty doing the weird side eye to make sure nobody's looking at it, and it got more and more more and more aggressive as things went on. Um, so yeah, that was pretty much my introduction into Gore World. I've always found Anne Boleyn quite annoying. So, well, they're both annoying, but you know what I mean. And do I think my personal knowledge would help? I think it would. My calorie deficit knowledge is quite good, so I feel like they would benefit from that for sure. And they'd also benefit from me saying, "Oi, put that bloody fork down, you heifer." Very, very bad. Put that fork down. Hello, not your average old lady. Welcome in. Good to see you. You haven't missed anything? My Sundays consist of thinking of things to do and then not doing them. It's my life, to be honest with you. Let's see. G asks, which part of the English countryside is for you the absolute statement or the definition of the English countryside? Um, well, from my own personal experience, I'd probably say Derbyshire countryside. I feel like that's quintessentially British, the rolling hills and the farmland and stuff like that, Kind of makes you feel good to be British. And then, there's also places like Oxfordshire and Buckinghamshire, home counties kind of areas that have amazing countryside. I think the entire British countryside is just wonderful and has its own kind of idiosyncrasies. Like if you look at the Scottish countryside, there's just an amazing colour and amazing vibrancy in the Scottish Highlands, and I just think it's absolutely wonderful. And then you've got the beauty of the Welsh countryside, and then you've got like Devon and Cornwall, also wonderful. So I think like outside of the towns and cities, the UK countryside is so wonderfully picturesque. So it makes you proud. Thank you. Um, I'll try and catch up with the live chat as best as I can. But thank you so much. Thank you, Skylar. Welcome in. Welcome in, Seafood Pie. Lovely to see you. If nothing else, you've helped reactors and watchers. I know you're modest, but you often know more about diabetes than people with basic medical training. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I try my best. I'm just somebody who's having their like journey, So I want to share that with people. Congratulations. Thank you, Maculator. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate you. Thank you, not your average old lady. Very kind. Oh, you wonderful people. So Michelle asks, I'm curious about your weight loss journey and how you've done it. I'm a newbie here, popped on yesterday. AbFab girl here. Very delightful. We love AbFab girls. So initially, my weight loss was done via the help of something called Trulicity, which is like Ozempic and Wegovy and Mounjaro. It's in that family of things. The Trulicity is just the brand name, basically. And that kind of helped curb my appetite for a long time. And it also helped control my diabetes. So I took that and I lost quite a lot of weight with that. But it got to the point where I was getting multiple hypoglycemic events every day on Trulicity. So myself and my GP, we mutually decided to stop taking the Trulicity. And, I've been solely on metformin ever since. So, yeah, since then, I've been counting my calories, basically. And after the initial bump of like coming off Trulicity, I was so hungry when I first came off Trulicity, but that's subsided, and now I've got pretty much the normal hunger cues that anyone else would get. So yeah, calorie counting's helped me the most out of all the things I've ever tried out in the world, really. And it's so simple when it comes down to it, calories in versus calories out. So yeah, that's how I've done it. Um, let's see. Rose asks, "You are just fabulous." I know, darling. It's wonderful. Oh, where do you hail from? I was born in Bedford, but I spent most of my life in Milton Keynes, which is a city in Buckinghamshire in England. So yeah, that's where I'm come from. Hello, LD. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's kind of you. Any new music you've got your ears on? No, not really. I kind of stick to the old kind of music because there's a ton of 80s stuff that I've not listened to that I still want to get into. Um, Hello, Fatty to Fed. Welcome in. Hello, Pickle Pocket. Welcome in. Good to see you all. Hello, Sarcastic J. Hello, Scott. Welcome in. Are you from Milton Keynes too? Very nice. Aye, the Smiths. So, the last band I've got into recently was a band called Lebanon Hanover, and they're like a dark wave kind of band. If you look them up, I think they're pretty good. But I like my dreary music very much, and I've been on a Sisters of Mercy kick recently too. Oh, that's very kind of you, Michelle. Thank you so much. Hello, Charlotte. Welcome in. Good to see you. Right, let's get another question on go. Uh, Super Yellow Banana asks, "You've been invited slash forced at gunpoint to compete on Mastermind. What is your specialist subject going to be?" Oof. Well, I've started the question, so I'll finish. Got it. Right. Um, God, what do I have like an encyclopedic knowledge of? I don't really have an encyclopedic knowledge of everything. Anything, rather. Um, do you know what? I'd probably go for like Final Fantasy 14 because I played that religiously for like 8 years. So I reckon I would be able to answer a few obscure questions about Final Fantasy 14 or Susie and the Banshees or the Smiths. Like any of that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's what I'd do. I think I might do all right. I'm never gonna bees again. Sugar feet have got no rhythm. Welcome in fresh flowers. He moved to Kent in the 80s, but a lot of family from there still. Ah, yeah, Milton Keynes has changed a lot. It's very much like a little London now. Fatty to Fed asks, how slash why did you first start watching Foodie? I watched her from compilation channels, and I thought she was a right hoot. And then I kind of stopped watching Gall World um, in like 20, just before 2020, I think. So I left like for a bit when she was still going out with BB. When did you decide to participate in Gall World? Well, I was getting frustrated with my my what I eat in a day shorts getting taken down due to uh like disordered eating. That's what people were trying to take it down for. And I was like, right, I'm gonna react to Foodie Beauty and I'll show everyone. I'll show y'all. So yeah, it's pretty much out of annoyance that I started doing the Ghoul World videos. Your quick, witty responses to the videos definitely make me laugh out loud. That's very kind. Thank you so much. Chips Ahoy. Hey James, hello. Someone mentioned that if you are on insulin, you have to eat more in order to not go into an insulin coma. Is that true? Seems counterproductive. Well, that's more to do with like type 1, so I'm not very, I don't have much astute knowledge of type 1 diabetes, but if you're on insulin and you have a meal, you have to make sure that you take the appropriate dosage for the meal. So unfortunately, I don't have that much knowledge about type 1, so I apologize about that. Super Yellow Banana asks, many of the benefits of a health and fitness journey are reasonably obvious. Have there been any surprising results, benefits, improvements that you didn't expect? Um, yeah. I guess one of the things is that more strangers talk to me. I know that sounds very odd, but if I'm just hanging around somewhere, like if I'm in the queue at the shop, or I'm waiting for a bus, or I'm just walking by, um, then people will talk to me. But when I was nearly £500, one, I went out very rarely, and two, I would just get stared at. But now, because I look like a regular block, I'm actually, I guess I'm more approachable. I guess that's a way of putting it. Um, so yeah, that's something that's quite unexpected. Yeah, because it's not something that you would really think about so much. But I've noticed it. It's very noticeable now. I just get people say, "Oh, put that in your basket." That kind of weird thing. Yeah, so yeah, that's probably the most unexpected thing about weight loss, I would say. Woohoo for 2K. Thank you so much, the other side. Yeah, I also sang it Fresh Flowers on one of the recent Amber videos. May I ask what your heritage is? One of the greatest things in London is the diversity. I'm part British. My British heritage goes back to the 1100s. Um, and I have Italian ancestry and Ukrainian ancestry. So that's like the main. That's basically me. So yeah, I'm a bit of I'm a mixed breed. Hello, Alice. Welcome in. Good to see you. Uh, Charlotte Tater Fluff says, "Please tell me you're a thespian." Of course, darling. I'll always be a thespian from the Isle of Thesbos. You'd be lovely in Shakespeare. I live in the States, but I'm an Anglophile and monarchist. Can't be helped. I was raised on PBS. I really enjoy your take on foodie. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Dove asks, have you ever been to the States? No, I have not. Yeah, maybe, I don't know if I would want to go. There must be like quite a few places in America that would be really good. Um, Maybe California or Florida, somewhere like that. Um, I'm interested in like the North, west as well. I think like Oregon, Vermont, Washington, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll be quite interested in that. Maybe one day. Who knows? Laurie Kopp asks, "Where's your man?" Well, he's the moderator. Zeb's92. So he's here. Pickle Pocket asks, "Do you know about Alan Partridge?" Aha! I'm low-key excited for the new stuff. I didn't know there was new stuff, actually. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that then. Hello, Tess Trueheart. Welcome in. Aha! Oh, not sure if you ever talked about this yet, but what was your turning point, or maybe aha moment that you absolutely had to change? I know you said you had diabetes for a bit before you started getting healthy. Yeah, I guess the turning point came when I realized that I was literally not getting out of bed for more than like 15, 20 minutes at a time. And I'd be like, yeah, I'd just be sleeping for like 18-hour days. I had no life. I wasn't leaving the house, and I was sweating in the middle of winter with my window open and everything like that. Uh, and Yeah, I knew that something had to change, and I was in a really bad uh housing situation as well at that point, and it was a case of I need to have something to live for, and luckily my partner came along in that time as well. So that was something to live for, obviously. Um, so yeah, that was kind of the turning point, and I'm quite fond of being alive as well. It's quite nice. Uh, so yeah, I think that's the turning point for me. When I was an obese woman, I became invisible. Now people smile and hold the doors for me. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Kat. Welcome in. Good to see you. Jasmine tea, lively. Welcome in, live chill life, or live chill life, I guess. Good job. It took you almost 4 years to get to 2,000, and I just got monetized my wash hours. Well, congratulations. Well done. What was your Toblerones moment? Toblerones? Is that an Alan Partridge reference? I don't know. I put my foot on a spike. So, uh, yeah, so I'm glad I made it. Um, Super Super Yellow Banana asks, "What is the best crisp, and why is it Monster Munch? Also, what is the worst crisp, and why is it Pringles?" I'll agree with you with Pringles being the worst crisp, but best crisp for me is flame grilled steak McCoy's, and I ain't having any arguments on that at all. None. Flame grilled steak McCoy's all day bloody long. Ooh, Musy asks, how long were you on your Trulicity before you stopped them, and were you okay with just metformin? I was on Trulicity for about 2 years, um, and when I stopped them, like I said earlier, I felt really, really hungry for a time, but my tummy actually thanked me so much for not being on Trulicity anymore, because one of the side effects of Trulicity is like excessive toilet journeys. And I'm on a weight loss journey, not a toilet journey. Do you know what I mean? So when I was just on the when I'm just on metformin now, I'm on 2,000 milligrams, and yeah, it's been fine. And when it comes to medication for diabetes, you're taking the medication in conjunction with good diet and exercise, which is what I'm doing. And there was a point where I was on multiple medications like Ms. Foodie Beauty, and yeah, the medication was putting work in, but not quite enough because I was scoffing food like a good un, like a silverback gorilla eats bananas, you know? So initially, so I was on metformin first, then they added sitagliptin, then they added Trulicity, then I came off the sitagliptin, then I was put on dapagliflozin, and yeah, it was so awful trying to be on different medications. I hated it. But now I'm just on the metformin. It's great. So yeah. I know I am a bit long-winded with my questions sometimes, so oh yes, the garlic bread crisps. Yes, I did enjoy those. I'm in out of the live waiting for the swimming events. Oh yeah, no worries. I'm a fiend and I love Pringles. Pringles are fun to make duck mouth with, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Patsy. Flame grilled steak McCoys are mid. Put 'em up. Good evening, Donna. Welcome in. Good to see you. What sits are the best and I will die on that cheesy hill. That's fair enough. I mean, you know, everybody's got their favourite, haven't they? If Foodie would learn something, anything, she could eat a whole roast chicken without the rice and bread. That is true. She could do an Amberlin Reed. I've just had some Walker's crisps. My brother-in-law has to get them shipped in. They are better than Lay's. They are, yes. Although I do quite like Lay's potato chips on occasion. Um, I live, I live fairly near a few like Eastern European shops, and they have Lay's in stock all the time. So yeah, I enjoy some Lay's from time to time. Thank you, Ramona. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hello, Olivia. Welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, if there's any other questions, feel free to shoot them my way. I lost 3 stone last year counting calories, but have put it all back on. Any advice about how to restart my weight loss as I feel defeated? Um, well, I would say that you first have to you first have to not beat yourself up about it, and you have to understand that as long as you don't give up, you're always gonna, you know, be onto a winner eventually. So personally, you know, I've been on a weight loss journey pretty much my whole life. I was nudged into the direction of Weight Watchers when I was about 14 or 15, and I always felt that that was wrong for me. Um, but yeah, it's just good to be in that place of like mindfulness and just understand that, you know, food is something that doesn't have a hold of you really. It's something that is there to be enjoyed and savoured in moderation. Um, and basically, just get a calorie calculator, work out your maintenance calories, and all you need to do is deduct 500. You don't need to be drastic. So if your maintenance calories are 3,000, then then I just read Foodie Beauty said she's reversed her type 2 diabetes with the diet. Well done, Darlene. Well done. So yeah, just if you're doing calorie counting, just make sure that you're not doing an excessive deficit. Just start at like 500 and work at it from there, and you'll soon find out that you're not restricting yourself, and it'll be just quite simple. And it will get boring. Like I have to weigh everything every day, every meal, and it does get boring. But when you fight through it, you'll be golden. I promise. Are you good at discerning regional UK accents, and can you speak like an American? Yeah, I'm fairly good at discerning UK accents. Some of it's difficult. Like I sometimes I can't discern the West Country and Norfolk accents. And yeah, I can talk pretty well as an American, but sometimes I just, want to talk like this and maybe just be a stupid idiot. Uh, dear. Do you know what, Charlotte? I had butter earlier, and that was incredibly salty. I haven't had butter for a while. Thank you, Jenna. Welcome in. Good to see you. Foodie Beauty reversed her type 2 diabetes. Way! I'll drink to that. Welcome in, Pakes Amour. Welcome in. Good to see you. It is impossible to reverse your diabetes. You can be in remission, but you can't reverse it. I think that's one of Foodie's issues. She thinks she can only have like 1K calories a day. Yeah. Well, she doesn't know how to work out calories for a start. I hope that helps you, Venus. Super Yellow Banana asks, do you still have plans for YouTube memberships? If so, any ideas for plans or plans for tiers? Yeah. I want to make sure that I get everything right. So I'm going to have like a multi-tiered system. And like the highest tier, I probably will make it so that I can handwrite a poem and send it to those people. Um, could be a good thing. And there's also stuff like members only videos, members only streams, stuff like that. But if anybody has any ideas, I'm all ears, to be honest with you. So yeah. I've been pre-diabetic for the last 5 years. I need to keep it at bay. A calorie deficit will definitely help you, Venus. So, like I say, work out your maintenance calories, take away like 500 from that, or, a good amount that will make you lose weight. And yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine. So, yeah, YouTube memberships are in the pipeline. Breakfast question from Miss Connie. How do you like your eggs? How do you like your eggs in the morning? I like mine with the kiss. I like them. I like fried eggs, but I don't fry. I've worked out how to fry slash poach them without any oil. So I get a frying pan, uh, coat the bottom in a couple of sprays of oil, and then crack the eggs, obviously, fry them for a bit, and then I put a saucepan lid on top, and that poaches the top and makes the yolks like nice and creamy, you know. It's very good. I like it. Portion control was a great help for me. Started out by using a small dinner plate. Chantal needs to learn portion control. Aye, she does. 6 minute soft boil, yum. Yes, Julie, yeah. Taking requests for intro songs would be a fun member perk. Yes, actually it would, yeah. That's a good idea. Babe, write that down. Thank you. Poached eggs are wonderful, yeah. I have to chip away at commission work, but I also want to be silly on YouTube. This is the folly of man. Well, blood cakes. We got to do it. Hello, Goodwill Gunting Pondu. Welcome in. Good to see you. Congrats on the 2K. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Jenna asks, what do you put on a salad? I don't actually eat salad. I know, it's crazy. I've actually managed to lose over 170 pounds not eating salad. I just prefer like roasted vegetables and cooked vegetables. I'm not really a fan of like salads or anything like that. So my go-to dinner would be like um chicken breast with just a medley of vegetables like tomatoes, courgettes slash zucchini, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, that kind of stuff. So I'm not a salad eater, I must say. It just rubs me up the wrong way. Cat C, I just realised that was or wasn't a Sisters of Mercy song the other day. It was. It was a mishmash of More by Sisters of Mercy, which is on their Vision Thing album from 1990. You bring humour, accountability, and a real perspective on diabetes. Appreciate you. Well, thank you so much, Will Gunting. I appreciate that. That's wonderful to hear. Thank you all so much for being here, honestly. It's absolutely wonderful. I'm not going to be on for too long because I'm on quite late for my normal kind of schedule, and I've had a long day. So yeah, just keep the questions coming in. Ever since I last had Brussels sprouts, I've been craving them. I'm going to raid the vegetable section and buy all the boxes and pan fry them with some lemon sauce and not worry about the calories. That's fair enough. Do you have top tips for roasting veg? Um, yeah, Clara, welcome in by the way. Um, I I like to obviously like make sure that you coat your vegetables like evenly because there's nothing worse than like dousing your pepper on top of your Brussels sprout and it's just not like the bottom underside is like bland as heck, you know. So yeah, I like to get something that's like quite low calorie to coat your vegetables first, like just a little tiny bit of olive oil or something like that, just to make sure that the seasoning sticks to the veg, you know. And then I add like paprika or well paprika and basil, oregano, parsley, things like that, and it comes out oh marvelous. Do you sleep better now that you've lost so much weight? I do. Yes, I have much better sleeps. I was diagnosed with sleep apnea like in 2016, and the CPAP helped initially, but I was still obviously very, very big, and I wasn't sleeping well at all. And yeah, I find that I sleep for longer periods of time. So like I'll do like a 5 or 6 hour stint of sleep now, as opposed to when I was a lot bigger, I'd only do like 2 or 3 hours maybe. So yeah, I definitely sleep so much better, so much better. Super Yellow Banana asks, beginning to exercise when starting from a very sedentary lifestyle can be tough on the joints, knees and ankles especially. Any particular advice, tips, tricks that helped you? Yes, I found to obviously not overwork yourself is a key thing. And I started by doing like little things to help me get used to movement. So when I was just in bed constantly, I would be moving my legs quite a bit as much as I could. So like, rolling my rolling my feet, my ankles basically, flapping my legs up and down a bit. And that would get me into the kind of mindset of movement without leaving my bed, obviously. And then eventually I'd go out and I'd do like 50 meters. And I'd do that like once or twice a day. And then eventually I'd just increase the distance. Um, and now, for the most part, my knees are pretty decent. I still get pain occasionally if I'm not, if I'm not moving so much. But I move a lot more than I used to. Like the minimum steps I do a day has got to be between 2.5 to 3,000 a day, and like 2.5, 3,000 is a bad day for me. So I'm normally up into like 6, 7, 8,000 steps a day. Yeah, my advice would be to start off like very, very incrementally. Start off small and work your way up because you didn't gain your weight overnight. You're not going to lose it overnight. So the best thing you can do is to take it easy on yourself. The other side asks, does fashion inspire you? Was there an outfit you looked forward to putting together that wasn't possible when heavier? Fashion doesn't really inspire me too much. I do find now that I want to look good. I know that's a very weird thing to say, but hear me out. When I weighed when I weighed nearly 500 pounds, I really didn't give a shit what I looked like. So I'd wear like tatty shirts with holes in. I'd be wearing like 6XL joggers. And the irony of a very fat man wearing joggers is not lost on me. So yeah, I think I didn't care about I didn't care about fashion, but now I kind of do, I suppose. So I'll go out to normal clothes shops. I don't shop at the fat man clothes shops anymore. Oh, it's amazing. Giacomo, I don't even know her. And that's the best thing. I can actually buy clothes off the rack, and that's one of the best feelings. Like I'm thinking about it now, and I'm just like, yes, yes, it's absolutely amazing. And I don't know if you guys saw the short from last week where I had a 56-inch trouser on, and I was wearing the 46-inch jeans underneath. Well, I'm currently wearing 44-inch chinos, and they fit pretty well, I've got to say. So if we just hold on a second. So yeah, it's pretty decent, I think. Pretty good. So yeah, they're a bit tight on the top. I've got a bit of the old muffin top, but yeah, I think they're pretty good. Hello, Unicorn Blow. Welcome in. Good to see you. I really enjoy your videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. My raw spinach goes in a blender with frozen berries and water. I think you said that to me before, Julia. Yeah, bit of a smoothie. Yeah, I agree. The other side, like you really have to make sure that you take it easy on yourself because I think that's one thing that people kind of yeah, it does put them off. They try and go ham really fast. So like, yeah, I'm gonna do a 5K, but I've only walked 10 meters in the past 6 weeks. Yeah, it's not gonna work out for you. So take your time, you'll be fine. I'm 63 and beat up from 18 years of a very physical job. I go to the therapy pool, but not on 40 pound fabric. Yeah, that's fair enough. You shouldn't be wearing sweaters in the pool, honestly. Yeah, some styles are not available in larger sizes. Yeah, I know what you mean. But now I'm like wearing off the rack, and I'm just like, yes, darling, I look fabulous. Imagine what I'm going to be like when I'm even skinnier. Oh my God. I think I'm going to be a fashion icon. Let's face it. I know, mad. No modification needed or custom orders. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you've got to be realistic as well when it comes to exercise and weight loss. Yeah. No more torrid halls. No, darling. No torrid halls for me, sweetie. Yeah, various ages here, grateful. Can you take us along with you on one of your walks? I will, yes. I just have to work out on how to not dox myself. I'll take you. I'll go on a walk like in somewhere that isn't near me, I guess. Um, your recent grocery haul was true healthy food. Yeah, it was. It was really nice food. Yeah. Um, what was I going to say? I'm thinking of doing another grocery haul soon. Actually, maybe I could do grocery hauls once a month. I don't know because I pretty much buy the same stuff, so it might get boring for you lot. I don't know. Thank you, Ramona. Appreciate it. No shirts worn in reverse for the chest piece. No. Huh? I love your smooth voice, and I want you to read me some bedtime stories as my ASMR sleepy time. A lot of people say that, you know. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Uh, Super Yellow Banana asks, "What is one skill you wish you could master instantly?" Uh, being able to sleep for 8 hours without feeling tired when I get up. I think everybody wants to master that skill. No, I think like the ability to learn languages is something I would like to master actually. Like just be able to speak any language I want. I think that would be absolutely fantastic, you know. Sticking to a lifelong diet change can get boring. It can, but you've got to persevere. You've got to have the discipline to do it. Oh, right. Amber wore a torrid dress back to front because she thought the straps were the chest piece. That sounds, yeah. I'd rather not say that. Hello, Bitbot. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hello, Fuzzy Bunny. Hello, Steffi Jenkins. Welcome in. Good to see you both. You're proofreading something. Well, listen in. Yeah, no worries. Hopefully, I don't put you off. I must say, it's marvellous to have you all here. Yeah, to understand and speak any language, yeah, I think it would be amazing because it's just so useful, isn't it? Like one of the most useful things I can imagine. But yeah, yeah, I'd like to do stuff like audiobooks, voice acting, things like that. Um, you know, but all that stuff's kind of like a very long road, isn't it? You've got the loveliest voice. Thank you, Steffi. I appreciate that. Congrats on the 2K. Thank you so much. It would be the ultimate superpower, yeah. Hello, Mrs. Marple. Welcome in. Good to see you. Grocery haul and a couple of recipes would be great. Yeah, I think, yeah, I would like to do more stuff like that. Um, I need to clean my kitchen, if I'm being honest with you. It's a bit. I've been trying to clean my kitchen as much as I can. You know, but that's being a bloke, not that tidy. I guess that's the thing. Like going back to like memberships and stuff, is that I don't want to. I guess I don't want to gatekeep stuff. But then I understand that there's like benefit. There should be benefits to being a member. You know. So I'm still kind of like deciding about that kind of stuff. Really. Yeah. We love a relatable queen. Yes. What would you say to 18-year-old you? What would you say to 65-year-old you if you had the opportunity? Hello, Goji Moon, by the way. Welcome in. Uh, what would I say to 18-year-old me? God. I would say that eventually you'll be more comfortable with yourself. So just give yourself time to mature and accept yourself, because when you get there, it's going to be the most amazing feeling that you will ever experience, and you'll find that your best life is yet to come. I guess I'd say that to my 18-year-old self. What would I say to my 65-year-old self? I don't know. I guess I would say just keep being an actual cool cat. Don't ever you can you can age, but don't ever grow old, I think is probably the thing I would say my 65-year-old self. Just enjoy just enjoy everything, and just, don't worry about things. I think that's what I'd say. Hello, Doris. Welcome in. You've been sick for 4 days. Oh, bloody hell, Mrs. Marple. Keep having fun like them in Last of the Summer Wine. Exactly. Exactly. On my 65th birthday, I'm going to get in a bathtub and roll down a hill. Yeah, I bet your hubby's been making a right mess, eh, Mrs. Marple? Don't turn into a lemon lady. Exactly. Keep yourself young. Musi asks, I knew you were a fellow thespian instantly. Remember how I'd call you a thespian in comments? Exactly. What was your most recent performance? How did you like it? Well, I guess my most recent performance was in my voice acting class on Friday, and I read a section of The Hobbit, and it was really good. Actually, I really enjoyed myself. Um, so yeah, I think I do have the potential to do stuff like that. So I found it very enjoyable. Yeah, and the guy who's teaching me is actually he's done like a ton of audiobooks himself, and he's done like video game acting and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely a very enjoyable thing, and I can see myself doing that. There could be rocks in the hill, as long as it's not in a bathtub of peeps. Oh no, dear. I'm 64, and I think that's good advice. Thank you, Patty. I appreciate that. I think it is like the best thing. You just have to be like I've always felt like a bit of an old soul, really, and I find that this age that I'm at now um, is like my best age for sure. Super Yellow Banana asks, what piece of advice do you find yourself giving to others the most frequently? Um, I think it's probably the advice I give myself is to not spread yourself too thinly, because I have a really bad issue with trying to get like everything done at the same time, and I'm just like, yeah, that burns me out really easily. Um, yeah, I don't know. And then there's always like, don't sweat the small stuff as well. Everything will fall into place eventually. Trust the process. I do have people ask me advice about like weight loss and stuff like that now, because obviously I've lost a substantial amount of weight. So I know like the best piece of advice I could give with people who are frustrated with weight loss and if they're in a plateau is like, if you're doing everything right, and you 100% know you're doing everything right, then your body will eventually, get into a rhythm where you are losing weight. Because it could be stuff like water retention, lack of sleep, too much carbs, maybe, things like that. So you just have to trust the process. Don't sweat the small stuff, and don't spread yourself too thinly like butter on toast. I see you as a modern David Attenborough. Blimey, that's very high praise indeed, Kate. Thank you so much. I hope you do pursue acting voice work. I would like to. We will do it eventually. But for now, it is YouTube, and I will enjoy uploading on YouTube for you lovely people. I can do several cartoon and character voices. I wish I went into voice acting. Never too late. You would look amazing in Shakespearean costume. Do you think so? Maybe. I don't know. When I hit my early 50s, the word no was a favourite. Very unburdening. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Being able to say no to things. Yes, yes, yes. Musy asks, have you thought of registering on voices.com? No, I haven't. You could get work pretty quickly, I reckon. British voices are often requested, especially if you can voice several characters at once. Yes, thank you for that. I'll have to have a look into it then. I did do an audition from a Reddit post. I haven't heard anything back from it yet. I don't know if I will. But it was nice to actually try an audition for something. And even if I don't get it, absolutely fine. Super Yellow Banana asks, last question from me, I swear. Absolutely fine, don't worry. Any video game recommendations? Oof. Elden Ring, for sure, for me. See, it kind of depends on what you normally go for. Um, so yeah, Elden Ring for me. Um, I've been playing a game called Steam World Dig, which is a nice little fetch and carry kind of game. It's lovely. Basically, you go down mine shafts and mine jewels and things like that. It's a lovely little game. Another Crab's Treasure is a pretty good Souls-like game. You play as a crab and a hermit crab, right? And you find different kind of things as your shell, and your shell, whatever your shell may be, like a cup or something, acts as a shield. And I think it's such a fantastic take on the Souls-like genre. Absolutely wonderful. You need to check it out if you can. Uh, Saying no without explaining. That is, yeah, yeah, very good. So yeah, what else have I been playing? I've been playing 7 Days to Die, which is a survival game. So like you build houses, you learn to make things, craft things, um, yeah, stuff like that. My friend Mina Football is playing Elden Ring tonight on YouTube. Be lovely to get your advice when she's playing. She's new to it. Um, yeah, that might be a bit late for me because I normally go to bed then, but I'll try and catch it if I can. The thing is, like I when I stream on Twitch and I play stuff like Elden Ring, Dark Souls, right? There's always somebody who's like, "Oh, have you seen that item over there? Oh, have you seen this over there? You do this if you do that and you do t'other." Yeah, all right. I don't want to be one of those kind of people. Dark Souls, Elden Ring voice actors are always a mix of regional British accents. Bandai Namco should totally get you on board. They should. Elden Ring. Do you know what? If they ever do a Bloodborne 2, I am so up for acting in that. So up for acting in that. Mina needs that. Oh, right. I'm not as clued up on Elden Ring as I am on, say, Dark Souls 1. Like Dark Souls 1 is like my peak Dark Souls game, for sure. I love regional accents, they make the world beautiful. Indeed they do. Yes. And if you live in the UK, you can travel 15 minutes in one direction and the accent will be completely different. It's wonderful. I love it. And being like living in Milton Keynes for so long, right? It's always been a mishmash place. Like there's a big Italian population there, there's a big Pakistani population there, big Indian population, big Spanish population, big Japanese population for a while, because they had Hitachi there for a while, I believe. Big German population. So there's so many different accents in Milton Keynes. So it was I would always hear something different every day. So 1 minute somebody could be talking like this, and then 1 minute, somebody's sat over there eating a sausage roll, and they're like, "Oh, these sausage rolls not off." No, you know, variety is the spice of life, as they say, and I love my spices. I do. Any more questions? I love Scottish accents too, actually. Yes, I think they're lovely. They calm me very much. I'm trying to get some funding for a postdoc stay in Kent next year. Oh, lovely. That would be nice. Um, when I did my master at Kingston University, I applied for funding there, but I didn't get it, unfortunately. It's quite a tough thing to get funding monies. So best of luck to you. You grew up listening to Alex Ferguson, couldn't understand any of his interviews. Oh, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know. Exactly. Dove asks, what food is your biggest temptation? Crisps. Yeah. I could literally eat crisps all day, every day. But I stop myself. I do stop myself. Other than that, like pizza, I guess. Yeah. Still gonna go on about that chicken and basil pesto pizza. I will. But yeah, crisps for me. I've managed to kind of stop myself from eating too much now, so I know I'm in a good place when I don't need food to, like, make me happy. Kari Fun Arts asks, what did you visit in France? So when I went to France, I went to Brittany, and it was in 1996. So you'll have to forgive me if I am very blurry on the details. But we travelled to quite a few beaches. We stayed in a chateau, which was a lovely chateau apart from all the ants. Um, we visited supermarkets, Hypermarché, Super U, I think was the supermarket. We went to this lovely church because I was in a Catholic school. We had to go to Catholic church on Sunday, I know, and the entire mass was in French. So I was sat there like, oh, mama, like, what? I don't know. So I didn't really understand. Um, but the best part of the holiday was the English-owned ice cream shop, because it was just a lovely woman who ran it, and she gave us vanilla ice cream, and I was like, yes, being English paid off. Super Yellow Banana asks, I lied about finishing questions. Oh, you naughty beast. Is there a type or niche of poetry that especially inspires you? I'm a big fan of confessional poetry. So stuff like Sylvia Plath, John Berryman, Robert Lowell, Anne Sexton, and and that kind of does bleed into stuff like the earlier stuff like Allen Ginsberg, the kind of like the kind of 50s kind of stuff. Because I feel like confessional poetry kind of found its feet in the 1960s, I would say. But yeah, that kind of confessional poetry really stood out to me. And then I quite like the strange stuff as well, like Peter Redding and E. E. Cummings. I'm fairly fond of Raymond Carver's poetry as well, although I do prefer his short stories as opposed to his poetry. But yeah, that's where my poetic inspiration comes from, and also song lyrics as well. And I'm really fond of the lyrics of non-native English speakers, particularly Björk and Blixa Bargeld from Einstürzende Neubauten. Two of my favorite lyricists, and their first language is not English. So, yeah, that's where my poetic inspiration comes from. Deborah asks, "You do not drink alcohol. How do you celebrate?" I don't know. I don't. But what was the last thing I celebrated? Well, I guess I'm currently celebrating this, and I've got my water. I just I think the thing I do to celebrate is just being in the moment now. I don't detach myself anymore because I think I used to see alcohol as kind of a detachment mechanism from the real world. So when I celebrate things, I I just find myself being in the moment is good enough. And then I've got the fantastic memories, and yeah, that's what really does it for me. I used to see alcohol as a massive crutch for sure, and yeah, any excuse for a celebration, crack the wine, crack the vodka. Um, but yeah, being in the moment is probably the way I celebrate now. Uh, Aldwich says, "Ah, yeah. Hello, Aldwich. Welcome in. I had asked before. Do you have a physical goal, such as running a 10K race, walking Hadrian's Wall, or similar? P.S. I love Carol Ann Duffy." She was the former poet laureate. I believe that they change it now every 10 years, and Simon Armitage is currently the poet laureate. Yeah, I quite like Carol Ann Duffy, actually. We learnt a bit about her, we learnt some of her stuff at university. I enjoyed it. So, physical goal. Um, yeah, there are some. I would like to scale. I'd like to scale the three peaks in England, Wales, and Scotland. That would be a great physical challenge. So England would be Scafell Pike, Wales would be Snowdon, and Scotland would be Ben Nevis. So yeah, if I'm able to do that, yes, Three Peaks challenge I think would be uh, something to shoot for. I reckon. Absolutely wonderful essay. Just catch up on the chat. Hello, Shelley. Welcome in. Hello, Mom Anna. Welcome in. Brittany is a beautiful area. Yes, that's okay. Spicy. Thank you so much. Little money in the humanities. Yeah, exactly. What's my favourite tea? Oof, any tea that's spilled, darling. No. um, I'm quite fond of Lapsang Souchong and green tea, but just day to day, regular like PG tips. I ain't proud. Any Poe? Um, Not particularly. I always found him a bit wordy. I know that's a very strange thing to say, but more Northern American poetry then. Yes, I think North American poetry is probably like my favorite area of the world. Um, with the occasional stuff like John Betjeman, I'm a fan of his. Um, Seamus Heaney, he's like obviously more Ireland. Ted Hughes. I do quite like Simon Armitage. So yeah. Was diabetes the deciding factor in your weight loss? It was not actually. Unicorn blow. It was the fact that I was spending most of my time in bed and wasting my life away. When I found my partner, I thought I can't waste my life away anymore. Persian poetry, nice. I haven't read much of that. I don't drink anymore either. Were you ever an alcoholic? Yes. I've been sober for 10 years. So I quit in January of 2014, and not I've not drunk alcohol since. Do you have any pets? Myself and Zebs have a Rottweiler who isn't well at the minute, but he's getting better. Yeah, I would like to vlog those climbs. I studied John Kennedy Toole's novel The Confederacy of Dunces. I had an aha moment when I saw your videos. You are it. You have the wit, voice, and magnificent presence to do the lead. Oh, thank you so much. That's very kind. I drink maybe 5 times a year. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't begrudge anybody, um, like, who does drink alcohol. I try and keep myself out of those situations where I might be liable to drink some. But yeah, 10 years, I ain't gonna go back to it. So Once Upon a Midnight Dreary, Poe is excellent to audition for voice acting gigs. We'll have to check that out then. Might have to have a look. I once met a guy who drank in the same pub as Seamus Heaney, and fantastic. Everyone called him Seamus Famous. He didn't realise Heaney was actually famous until he met us. Oh right, that's an interesting story actually. That's cool. Uh, Raymond Carver, Musy says, you weren't kidding about melancholy music. Is there anything so melancholy that you actually get depressed? Um, yeah, there is like there are some things where I'll actually send myself into a slight kind of like tailspin's a bit too hyperbolic, but I will fall down this like self-esteem thing, and yeah, I mean it's called emotional masturbation, where you purposely listen to like sad stuff or you watch sad films to like make yourself cry. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I used to do stuff like that. Watch a sad film, have a cry, lovely. And then I got back on, and then I got back on it. I know it's very odd, isn't it? Don't forget. Oh yeah, we've got Julia as well. Aye. See. Thank you, Jen. That's very kind of you. Welcome in. See you in the replay. Yeah, Kari, I think a lot of places, a lot of countries do have that kind of alcoholic thing. Just sing Morrissey when sad. Yeah, right. Oh, I can't find myself. Oh, where are my glasses? Oh, they're on my head. You know. Poetry of World War One is the ultimate melancholy for me. Mm. Oh, yeah, Wilfred Owen, I think, is probably the most like famous British kind of World War One poet, isn't he? What was your turning point for ditching alcohol? When my when my hangovers were bleeding into my working week, and I was spending just too much money, and my life was just out of control. I started drinking alcohol when I was quite young. I was going out when I was like 15, 16. Um, I was declared a missing person once because I went on that much of a bender, I forgot to call home. It's so funny looking back on it now because all I did was go 10 minutes drive down the road. I didn't drive. But I was at my mate's house 10 minutes down the road. And obviously, I worried my family that much that they declared me a missing person. And obviously, mobile phones were quite a new thing back then. So I didn't carry anything like that. When I remember when I came home, my nan gave me like the biggest hug. And I was like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? And the worst thing about it was that she went into my room and found my Playboy magazines, and I was so embarrassed. They loved you enough to worry, though. Yeah, exactly. That was the most embarrassing bit. They found my prom. That was that was it. Hated it. Couldn't look my nan in the eye for days. Have you noticed your skin loosening, Generous? Yeah, yeah. So I don't know if you can see. I've got the loose skin there. I've got lots of stretch marks and stuff. Stretch marks here and stuff like that. My buttock skin is quite loose, unfortunately. But it's just something that I'll have to live with. I think one of the things for people that have to lose a lot of weight, they do get a bit frightened of having loose skin. But I'd rather be healthy with loose skin than unhealthy as a fat bastard. You know, simple as really. But yeah, I've probably got another 9 stone left to lose. So yeah, I will have loose skin, and there's nothing I can do about it. I've got enough ass for the both of us. True, my ass is really flat. I'm like Hank Hill. I think mine inverts. But yeah, I did used to be worried about loose skin, but now I'm not because I'm almost 40 and I've only got one person looking at me, so it doesn't matter. I will say loose skin requires a lot of care. I have a lot, yeah. I'll have to be careful, especially with my diabetes and stuff. So, I could be fortunate enough to have surgery on it. But you know, I'm jumping ahead in the future. Because I've still got my belly and stuff like that. So, I'll work on all that and then we'll see about the loose skin in however long, you know. No need to worry about it for me. Hiking helps. Yeah, I do a lot of walking, so you know, I'm definitely like walking has done wonders for my legs. Definitely. What was I going to say? I forgot. The benefits outweigh the cosmetics. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, that's it. I've forgotten it. Uh, oh yeah, I've noticed that I've tried running a little bit. I know I shouldn't because I'm still over 300 pounds. But when I run, I do feel like you know the bounce of the loose skin, and it's quite annoying. Yeah, exactly, Musy. You know, people who've had loose skin from pregnancy understand. People who've got loose skin from being a bigger size will understand. It's just, you know, it's just something that you live with. You've lost over 250 pounds though. Well done. That's fantastic. Were you out to your parents? I came out to my nan when I was 16. I came out at school when I was 16 as well. I still remember the day I came out at school. I told somebody, I told one of the boys, I know, stupid, and they went and told all the rest of the other boys, and then they all decided to come up to the sixth form common room and be like, is it true? Is it true? Are you gay? Are you gay? And I was like, yeah, yeah, I am. And oh god, that day was just like I was the talk of the town, the talk of the town, and I uh, I got a different bus home that day because I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle being the center of attention. But if anything, coming out like gave me more friends. So you know, it's just one of those things, I suppose. Yes, well done to Dove. Absolutely fantastic weight loss. Wonderful. I bet you're still the talk of the town. I don't know about that. Thank you, Curly Buddy. I appreciate you. You got big before. You got to 190 pounds. Wow. It just happens though, doesn't it? Well, I was, but now I'm quite sad. Thank you very much. Sounds like a Morrissey lyric. Actually, when I was 16, that's when I discovered the Smiths. So it all works out. All works out. Well, I was, but now I'm quite sad. Thank you very much. Uh, yeah, and I say, yeah, like I say, I still remember it. I still remember it like it was yesterday. Now you're 120. Oh, so you lost 70 pounds. That's amazing, Musi. Well done. How old were you when you had your first boyfriend? Oof. I haven't had many. Um, because I was kind of footloose and fancy free, for want of a better word. So I was probably like 21, something like that. Lots of folks on the chat enjoying Brussels sprouts. They are amazing, yeah. Every day is like Sunday. Classic, Jenna, classic. Every day is like Sunday. Every day is silent and grey. Thank you so much. Extended fasts and lifting weights seem to help tighten up. I can't do fasts because I do that on metformin. Nah, I'll be keeling over. I adore you and your personality. Oh, that's so kind. Thank you. I appreciate that. You make me happy. That's really kind. Thank you. I don't like, I don't broadcast it, but I do get a lot of messages from people. Um, yeah, I'm just really thankful. I'm just really thankful for the platform that I've got and the you know, the amazing love that you've all shown to me. I honestly just appreciate it so much. Was I raised by my nan? Yes, I was. Yeah. My husband never ate veg, so I started roasting them. Now he eats his veg. Best way to do it. You obviously got a knack for it. Super Yellow Banana asks, tell us your best joke. Oh my god. I don't really have any jokes. Me. No. Um, I don't know. My best joke when I was what do you call a one-legged woman? Eileen. Uh, yeah, good one. Or IHOP, true. There was a very politically incorrect version of that joke, which is what do you call a Chinese woman with one leg? Irene. And scene. Exactly. You are loved and appreciated and an inspiration for all. That's very kind. Thank you so much. Yeah, tumbleweeds. It's like a Vic Reeves joke, you know. Come on, Eileen. Yeah, I do love a stupid joke. It doesn't matter because she's not coming anyway. Exactly. What's she going to do? Run after me? What time is it when the cows lie down in the field? I don't know. What time? I do love silly jokes, Patty. I love like just stupid. I love slapstick stuff. That's why I'm a fan of like Laurel and Hardy, things like that. Past your bedtime. Hey, hey. Oh, stop. Hey. Bit of Bluefoot, dads. Dear. I think you funny. I love your sarcasm and puns, especially at the expense of foodie. I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you. I'm glad it transfers to other videos as well. Harry Enfield's one of your faves. Yeah, I like Harry Enfield and Chums. Classic comedy. So I'm here all week. But I like Benny Hill. Yeah, I did like Benny Hill too. He's a very funny guy. He was a very funny guy. But yeah, I like the classic kind of stuff. Uh, so like oh, what's the name? I liked Les Dawson. He was a good one. Morecambe and Wise, that kind of thing. The Two Ronnies, that kind of classic comedy. Oh, a bit of Eddie Izzard. We would laugh at each other laughing. Oh, that's always the best, isn't it, Patsy? Definitely. Bless you. Ah, marvellous. It's been a marvellous Sunday, I have to say. I do enjoy myself on a Sunday. Am I a Dave Chappelle fan? I'm not a big fan of American comedians, no. I went to a zoo the other day. It was rubbish. Didn't see any animals there at all, other than just one dog sitting in a corner. It was a shit zoo. Hey, hey, let's go. Monty Python. Oh, I haven't watched Monty Python for ages. Oh yeah, a bit of Dame Edna. Yeah, she was a big star in the 90s in the UK. She had her own shows and everything. Do I like Ab Fab? Of course, sweetie. I love Ab Fab, sweetie. Absolutely fabulous. Jennifer Saunders and Joanna Lumley are both icons, for sure. Absolutely adore them, sweetie. Da 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 da. What's going on? Are You Being Served? Another classic. Victor Bourget. I don't know who that is. Oh, you like Armando Iannucci? Oh yeah, the thick of it, especially when Peter Capaldi was in it. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, Peter Capaldi's a wonderful actor. Right. Well, I think that'll be it from me. Been an hour and a half, and I've answered quite a few questions. So yes, thank you all so much for being here. Honestly, I never thought in a million years that I would get to 1,000 subscribers, let alone two. Um, so yeah, wow. I'm just in awe of all of you. Um, and yeah, thank you all so much for being here. It's truly been wonderful. And I'm glad you're on this journey with me, to like move away from like the same kind of, foodie beauty constant content. Um, so yeah, honestly, it means so much to me. And yeah, I yeah, all I can say is that I appreciate you all so much. I really do. I really do. One last question. Are my parents still alive? Yes. Take care, everyone.